Good morning, students. Today I came here to teach you the subject English. Some students may get doubt. What is that doubt? So you know well about me. I am the biology teacher. But some members thinking that why I came here to teach the English. This year for 10th class, I'm going to take the class for English subject also. And before moving into our English, our main lessons in 10th class, we'll have some small interaction and small basic knowledge about the English. And don't worry, how I have dealt with biology in the same manner. We'll be having the good interaction with you in English also. So don't worry in that. And now we are going to start our subject English. And you know well about English is one of the language, and you know in India we have the two official languages. Where the first official language is the Hindi, and second official language is the English. And you know how important the English is, even though you know. But I want to recall you how importance of the English language. You know different countries, if you want to communicate with them, most of the countries we can able to communicate with English. Such a importance is there about the English language. And you also know that the some of the competitive exams and some of the interviews, some of the jobs is mainly depends on the English communications. The way how we are communicating in English is very important to get jobs in different fields or in any companies. So English speaking or the communicating in English is very important nowadays. Even though our mother tongue is different, I'm not saying that you have to forget your mother tongue. You have to give importance for English, not the mother tongue. What I'm saying means, so to communicate in other countries or to settle in jobs or in any companies, English language is very important. So for that purpose, you people should know the what is the importance of English and how we can communicate with others in English. Understood? No? This is what the importance of the English language. Okay, coming to our English subject. So here is your English subject. This English subject we are going to learn in 10th class. And if you see the textbook, you can see, and if you open the index page, the contents, you can see it contains the 8 units. But compared to the other English subjects, English textbooks where we have seen from the 6th class onwards, it is somewhat different. So here for the units, they have given the themes. We have 8 units. For 8 units, they have given some one particular theme. For example, if you take the first unit, you can see here personality development. The theme of the first unit is a personality development, and likewise some other 7 units also is there. And if you observe beside, for each theme, each one unit, it contains mainly 3 reading text. 3 reading text. Those are reading text A, reading text B, and reading text C. Okay, under each unit, you can see the reading text. Text A, reading text A, reading text B, reading text C, like previous classes subjects only. But we will be seeing the themes in each and every unit. Okay. And what is more, how this book is organized, how this book is completely composed. If you go to the each and every lesson, the main thing, it is completely organized as the main important components in this textbook. We can see listening, speaking, reading and writing. Listening, speaking, reading and writing, these are very important for any student to learn the language. So first of all, you should develop the listening skill, listening, speaking listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Reading and writing. So these are the main components which are very important for any student to learn the language or the acquisition of the knowledge. Okay, so what are those? Listening. You have to listen while the teacher is saying. You have to listen well, and you have to speak nothing but oral activity, how to pronounce and how to ask the questions, the difficult words, how to pronounce, nothing but it is nothing but oral activity. The speaking indicates what? Oral activity. Okay, and next is what? Reading and writing. You people should be able to read a textbook, read a paragraph, read the sentences, read the question. Means you should be have the ability to read a lesson. And next is what? Writing. Whatever you used to listen and whatever you used to have the oral activity or anything, the reading afterwards, you should have the writing skills also. Should have the writing skills or narrative skills also. You should develop. These three components are very important, and like this wise, the book also organized, and based on these three components, you people are going to learn the language or acquisition of the language. I hope you understood. To learn the language and to learn the particular subject, particular the languages, you require the listening, the speaking, reading and writing. These are the main three components. I hope you understood, right? Next we'll move to the next session. Pass. Now we are going to start our 10th class syllabus, that is English. The first unit is the personality development. The theme of the unit is the personality development. What is the theme of the first unit? That is the personality development. Right. Now, the theme is the personality development. So, what is meant by the personality? What it comes to your mind about the word personality? So, what used to come in your mind about the personality? Yes, you may think that personality means the outer, the external appearance, For example, how I dressed myself and how I am looking and how I dressed my hair. That is not the personality. What is a personality? Personality is a combination of characteristics of a individual person. So what is a personality? It is a combination. It is a combination of characteristics of an individual or of a person. So what is meant by the personality means it is a combination of characteristics of an individual. Individual means nothing but one person, one single person. So here I have mentioned you combination of characteristics. Combination means together. I mean the combining. Next is what? Characteristics. What are the characteristics which indicates that is the personality of a person? So some of the important characteristics we are going to discuss in case of the personality. What is actual the personality? So what characteristics may includes the personality? First of all, our way of thinking. Our way of thinking means how we are thinking. Is it a good way or a bad way? So how we are thinking means our way of thinking. Second one, our confidence levels. You know about the confidence. So each and every member, every person, they should have a good confidence level. Okay. And next time we can say how we used to behave. How we used to behave with others. With others in society. So the behavior, how we are behaving with others in society is also includes under the personality. And next one, so how is our way of thinking and our confidence level and how we behave with others, and also our body language. Our body language. Our body language. So if you meet any person, how we are maintaining our body language. For example, if any person will come to you, so the way you stand, the way you used to give shake hand, and the way you used to respond to them, the way you used to sit, it is nothing but how you are maintaining your body language with others. And whether we have positive attitude or negative attitude. So whether we have positive attitude, or negative attitude, positive attitude or negative attitude. So do we have positive attitude or the negative attitude? So these are some of the characteristics which includes under the personality. What are those? How we are, my dear students, if you have the good personality and a good positive attitude, you will reach your goal and you will be set in a heights and you will be in a good position. Always remember, you should have the good personality and a positive attitude that results into your to reach high goals. Okay, understood? No? Yes. Now the question is, these are the these includes as a personality. These are the characteristics of the personality. Now the question is, why we have to develop this personality? Now you know what are the characteristics which includes under personality. Now what is the theme of the unit? Personality development. The theme of the unit is personality development. Why we have to develop our personality? Why we have to develop our personality? So what is the use of the personality development? In society, we have to face so many problems. We have to face the society in future. In future, whatever the problems it comes us, and how we have to face with them, and how we have to fight with them. So all it is very important for us, that includes under personality development. For example, some of the persons will feel mainly two characteristics. They used to feel inferior and superior. Most of the persons, they used to feel like this. One is the inferior and one is the superior. Inferior means what? So some persons will be feeling shy and they'll be always panic to expose outside or to say something to anybody. They'll be always being in a timid position. They'll be very panic and shy. These people won't get any success in their life. And coming to the superior, some person, they used to feel that they are the most superiors and they don't allow anybody to come to them, and no one will go and will touch them, and no one will go and interact them. So if the persons will have these two qualities, do these two feelings, we can say them, these are not the successful persons. The one who is free from the inferior, free from the superior, they will get success in their life. So we should not be panic, we should not be shy, and we should not keep like a superior manner. We should be free and we can reach our goal. Okay, so these are these two feelings which they used to feel. And coming to next one, You may see in your surroundings handicapped people, and how they are struggling with their life, and we call them as a handicap because they have some disabilities, like some members will be blind, some members will be deaf, some members will be dumb, and there will be no movements, so we call them as a physical handicapped. And for example, if even though now we are, if you see us, so we are mentally sound and we are physically fit, but if we don't have the personality development, we used to termed us as a failure. We used to termed as a failure, not only failure, we used to termed as a physically handicapped people. For example, see, we are having the mentally sound, we are very physically fit, and but we don't have the personality development, we used to termed us as a physically handicapped. Means the person without personality development, we won't consider them as a complete person, we used to consider them as a physically handicapped. So personal development, it is very important for each and every. Main theme of this personality development is what means, even though if we have the disabilities like deaf, blind, dumb, or your hands are not working anymore, and in some of the body organs are not responding, even though you should not lose your confidence, you have to set your goal and you have to reach your goal. So we are going to learn in this unit the famous personalities stories, even though they have disabilities also, how they reach their goals and how their story become inspiration for us. So in my view, to get success in life, anybody, any person or any disability person or any handicapped person, to get success in life, I would like to follow this one: courage, commitment, and consolidation. So what is courage? You should have the bold enough and you should be very strong enough to fight anything, to desire anything, and to secure anything. And commitment, you should have the commitment. What is the commitment? I will do this, I will become compulsory, I will become a doctor, and I will become a scientist. You should have the strong desire and strong commitment for that. And next is what? Consolidation. Consolidation means what I have left. For example, I don't have hands and I have only the legs and the eyes, ears all working, but I don't have the hands. But I have the bold enough. So I have the courage, and I want to become a teacher. That is a commitment. I want to become the teacher. I will become teacher. What is consultation? Yes, to become the teacher. So at present, what I left, I don't have hands. So what I left, which organs are left to me? So the main organs, what I can say, legs. So with the legs, how I can learn and how I can come out with success. This is what this courage, commitment, and consolidation leads to great success. Leads to great success. Understood? To get any success in life, to set your goals to a high, and what is meant require, you should have the courage, you should be the bold enough, and commitment, you should have the commitment that I will do and I will become at any cost. And next is what? Consolidation, what is left to you, and with that, how much you can cope up and how much you can get success in life. Now I am going to show some of the famous personalities, even though they have disabilities also, how they have get success in their life. We'll see now. Okay, students, look at this picture. Her name is Sudha Chandran. She lost her right leg and she is very famous in classical dance, that is Bharatanatyam. She is a famous classical dancer. But during the course of her practice, and she lost her right leg. But she didn't give up. Her passion for dance made her walk again with the help of an artificial limb called the Jaipur foot or Jaipur leg. It means like an artificial leg. It took her 4 months to walk straight with them. After learning to walk well with the artificial limb, she began practicing dance. It was difficult. She had to learn every step again. There were times when her leg would bleed, yet she continued. But even though she didn't give up, she has good confidence level and positive attitude, and which made her to set in the heights. She became the famous dancer with the artificial leg, and now she became the most wanted serial actor in particular serials. So even though she has disability also, she didn't give up. She set her heights with her good attitude. This is about Sudha Chandran. Another famous person, he is Stephen Hawking. I hope you know well about him. He is one of the great personality, and you know about him. There is no movement in his hands or legs, and he cannot even move his eyelids. Also, he cannot speak. He can hear, but he cannot speak. But even though he didn't give up on his life, the most important lesson that we learn from the life of Stephen Hawking is about how important it is to treasure life. Although his body slowly gave up on him, he never let the sharpness of his mind dull. He kept on working towards his goals, starting from earning his PhD to musing about the workings of the universe. He never let go of his dreams. When faced with adversity, he was only encouraged to work harder to achieve them. A special device was designed for Stephen Hawking. With the device, only the thoughts, it means the waves which comes from brain, it used to connect to the particular device, and whatever his thoughts used to come, that is connected to the device, and we used to hear in the form of voice. Like this, like this, he became famous scientist also. He never give up his life, and there is always he used to stay on the wheelchair, no movement in his body. But even though he became famous scientist and speaker, and his story has become very inspiring to most of us. Coming to next famous person, that is Helen Keller. She is deaf and blind, and she is not able to talk properly also. But even though she became speaker, and with the help of a teacher, she learned with a good positive attitude, and she became famous, and she became an author also. Even though if you see these three great personalities, they have disabilities, but even though they didn't give up, they worked a lot, and the strong desire and good determination, commitment, and positive. Students, now you know, if you have the courage, commitment, and the consultation, and with a positive attitude, you can achieve anything in your life. So, from these three famous personalities, Sudha Chandran, Stephen Hawking, and Helen Keller, even though they have disabilities, but they are very successful persons, isn't it? So, in this personal development theme, we are going to learn the another famous person. That famous person name is Nick Ujicic. So the famous person name is Nick Ujicic. We are going to deal. We are going to learn his successful story in the next class. Okay. So today we have learned how we have to develop our positive attitude, and how we should have the courage and commitment. So we'll meet in the next class, and next class is going to be very interesting. We are going to learn one of the famous person. That person, now you can see that person is the Nick Ujicic. You can see he don't have any arms or legs, and how he became success, we are going to learn in the next class. Okay, that's all for today's class. We'll meet in the next class. Thank you.